live a very structured, regimented life. And the daily routine hours run by the clock, by the bells. So a typical day starts with the ringing of the bell. And that signifies the start of the normal day. The first bell would mean we have to get up and prepare. And actually, even before 4 o'clock, the first bell, almost everybody is already up and about. Because ang cue namin to wake up is the passing of the 1:1. Remember, about 3:30 or before 4 o'clock, hindi nagsisatan ng isda o yung fish run na C-47, yung civilian version ng C-47. So by 4 o'clock, we start the road run. We go about, depending on the mood of the upperclassmen, we make rounds around the quadrant bell. Medyo hindi na tulo. Madaming rounds. And by 5:30, the morning exercises are done, and the orderlies begin. Orderlies mean yung cleaning of the barracks, sweep the many of the job. So after that, there's this thing called police call. That's also one bell. And then by 5:50, the ringing of one bell again signifies we have to go down for formation, And there's this five bells, if you remember. 5 bells are just prior to ready. By then, we are all lined up and then ready for the flag racing. Okay, and after the ready, we go out to the barracks and then fix the uniforms, and then there's this 5-minute bell again, signifying the 5 minutes before 5 minutes. Actually, 5 minutes before 5 minutes. And then 6:30, sa todo, hell begins. The mess hall is a place to despise. Because the suffering starts there. Okay, anyway, I don't wish to go on the details on what takes place in the mess hall. The mess finished by, imagine, a 30-minute meal with all the ceremonies happening. So you can just imagine to makakain ka and 30 minutes with all those rituals. And by 7, the mess is finished, and then we go up to barracks and then attend to our personal necessities. And then, this is just to show you how our life is really run by the bell. Bell for its activity. So, alam na natin yun, what bell, what takes place next. So, that's it for the morning. But wala na ako about the afternoon. Usually, it's just the classroom instructions, and the drill, and then other activity. And then, yes. Okay. So let me now go to the class here. I was involuntarily volunteered as the class artist, or more really self-appointed, self-proclaimed class artist. I volunteered my services to craft this design. Actually, the skill that we know today, hindi yan original. This skill, class crest, be called also. It's a product of series of planning. So it's a really evolution process. Many drafts, many sketches were done before it evolved to this final form. And this is one of the sketches I did. The first, I was really given a deadline, or I think within a week, to come up with a concept and a design for our class year. So I was in class. I remember, in fact, dahil wala tayo as a photo, wala tayong seats, walang tables, so I have to be on my belly to work on the floor. Oh, right. So I have these sketches. And about the 77 Alpha. 77 Alpha, because originally we were designated 77 Alpha. Yung upper class natin is 76C, 76 Charlie. And then, as we went along, karoon ng delays and all that, eventually we turned out to be 77 Bravo. That's why on the initial design it was Alpha, and also in our class team, it was Alpha, because those pins were manufactured on the early part of the training Alpha pa tayo. Okay, here's the classing, and I will walk you through the names and symbolisms of each component of the seal. Okay, this is the main feature of the class here is the pair of wings. The pair of wings symbolizes the members of the class. If you have places enough to count the feathers, 30 feathers, signifying or symbolizing each member of the class. Each feather represents a member of the class. Let me go back to sa correction. So this design is good for me because it's a perfect symmetry, 15, 30. Ngayon, so as I have said, each feather represents a class member. So Rolly can be anywhere here, si Jones, these two guys here, I refuse to name. Nasa ilalim. And another thing, since originally, sa orders, we were 31. So, it will ruin the symmetry. It will ruin the balance. And another thing, it will be inappropriate. So, kung mangyayari, dito sa lalabas ng kalawin. And it will be explicit. So, hindi pa ganda tingnan nakalagay sa rito. Anyway, so that's the good thing that we had the even number members, the original members of the class. Okay, the centerpiece is the shield. It symbolizes protection. That's it. That's protection. Okay, the olive branch, it denotes peace. Let me emphasize, this is the peace that we need to uphold, maintain within us, between members of the class, and among as a whole. Each one of us, to maintain peace. Okay. Okay, this is the balance scale signifying justice and equality, fairness that we need to uphold. Okay, this is the bolo. meaning military honor. It signifies military honor. Okay, the spears, they symbolize what do you call this? Also courage and bravery. And what else?
Yeah, it's actually a part of the shield area.
Shield and also spear. Okay, here's the scroll with our motto. The Tatar and Sigasi. These words were coined during one of those classroom sessions we had. Everybody was trying to contribute whatever one. And then the best pinagbotohan natin the motto is Tatar at Sigasi. It is stability and perseverance. In a more loose interpretation, perseverance, makulit. Persevering, makulit. Okay, going back dun sa about the energy. Okay, the emblem on the seal signifying the plus number. And all these components are bound together by which would be represented by the rope, unity. Unity within the class. Right? Which we really maintain and uphold until we know when. Okay, so that's it. That's the, in a capsule. That's the main, those are the names of each component of the class seal. So that's our motto, Tatar at Sigasi. Thank you.
Thank you, really for the nice